KCAL News Mornings.
Good morning. Today is Sunday, June 8th. Welcome to KCAL News at 8 a.m. and streaming on CBS News Los Angeles. I'm Tina Patel.
And I'm Amanda Starrentino. We have Amber with us this morning to give us a look at our Sunday forecast. And I'm just knowing plenty of sunshine is in the forecast. That's all I need to know.
Yes, that's all you need to know as we head into the rest of the day. But right now, again, it is June, so we have that typical June gloom weather, especially west of the mountains. So here is a look outside. We are looking at a little bit more of the gray conditions. And with our next weather sky cam, Mount Wilson, all the clouds are still up against our foothill communities. The good news is that the marine layer isn't as thick as the last few mornings, but you could see that it is anywhere from the coast to our Inland Empire communities. We're starting to see it gradually clear. You can see it kind of pushing back a little bit in areas like Riverside, and then also we're starting to see a little bit more of the clouds clear near San Bernardino. Gradually, we will see more sunshine. So right now, 61 degrees for LA and Orange County, but they're just slightly above average this afternoon, 76 instead of 75 for LA and Orange County. And then we're going to see those 80s for the valleys, the Inland Empire. Upper 90s for the high deserts, 81 for the mountains. Well, coming up, my next weather update, I will tell you about this warm up headed our way and when peak heat will arrive. Back to you.
All right, we'll check in with you in a little bit, Amber. Thank you. We're going to begin with an update to our breaking news. 2,000 National Guard troops President Trump ordered to LA. They arrived in downtown just a few hours ago. And residents in Southern California are wondering what's next after a second day of violent clashes between immigrant advocates and ICE agents. So KCAL News reporter Lisa Martinez live near the Federal Building downtown with what is going on there this morning. What are you seeing so far? Is it still quiet?
Good morning. It is mostly quiet. You do hear a blowhorn there of someone who appears to be a protester. He's been blowing that horn for a little bit, but for the most part, it's been quiet. But there still is that potential for more clashes between protesters and federal agents today. But the big difference now is that California National Guard is here. In a highly unusual move, the president has deployed 2,000 National Guard troops here. We saw a group of them patrolling the street around the Roybal Federal Building where we are right now. If you take a live look here, you can see the National Guardsmen and women standing there in the parking lot. There's a small group of people who have gathered, but again, it's mostly calm right now. The Trump administration making good on its promise to send the troops into LA after a second day of protests and clashes with federal agents during the immigration raids. Now, we do have some video of the National Guard rolling into downtown Los Angeles just before 4 a.m. this morning. The move marking a major escalation in Trump's crackdown on illegal immigration. The White House saying in a statement on Saturday that Trump was deploying the guardsmen to, quote, address the lawlessness that has been allowed to fester in California. Mayor Karen Bass and Governor Gavin Newsom both saying it is unnecessary and will only escalate tension. We spoke to Mayor Karen Bass last night, and here's what she had to say.
People have been absolutely traumatized by the raids, the intervention, and there is never an excuse for violence. So I am confident in our law enforcement partners here in Los Angeles that we can handle the situation. There is no need for 2,000 National Guard troops to come into our town.
And there is another protest set for this afternoon in downtown LA. Many demonstrators that we have talked to say they have no plans to stop protesting until the ICE raids stop. Again, though, very calm here right now. A few people have outside the federal building, but again, when they get here, they will see the National Guard. For now, we are live, sending it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Elise. These raids launched a war of words between President Trump and Gavin Newsom. White House posting on California's feckless Democrat leaders have completely abdicated their responsibility to protect their citizens. That's why President Trump has signed a presidential memorandum deploying 2,000 National Guardsmen to address the lawlessness that has been allowed to fester. And Newsom fired back, saying on X, LA authorities are able to access law enforcement assistance at a moment's notice. We are in close coordination with the city and county
and there is currently no unmet need. That Trump move is purposely inflammatory and will only escalate tensions. This is the wrong mission and will erode public trust.
U.S. Attorney Bill Esseley had some stern words for the governor and mayor. He spoke to us last night as these raids were happening.
They're there to restore order. Anyone who looks at the scene on your TV, look at that. It's out of control. What normal person, what member of the public feels comfortable being in downtown LA right now? Nobody. So I don't know what he's talking about. He needs to watch the TV and see what's going on. It's out of control. And since he can't control the state, he can't control the lawlessness, we'll do it for him. And that's what the president's doing. He's deploying the National Guard. We will have order in the city of Los Angeles.
And with President Trump calling in 2,000 National Guard troops, many are wondering how that's possible. So we spoke to Loyola law professor Jessica Levinson about the issue. She told us right now the president is only using the National Guard in a supportive role, but things could change if Trump invokes the Insurrection Act.
That would provide the National Guard with a lot more substantive authority, and that would, I would offer, be something that I don't think historically we've ever seen, where you have a president against the wishes of the governor and the mayor sending in the National Guard to perform some potentially extensive functions.
The last time the Insurrection Act was used was in 1992 during the LA riots, but those were requested.
An immigration attorney joined KCAL News last night to talk about these raids and the potential impact of having National Guard in our area.
Very frightening in and of itself, raids, but now with National Guard involved, I'm afraid that there may be violence or more violence and harm to immigrants and their families, as we've seen a girlfriend taking a video and detained by